Good morning. I've just been outside. It's a bit humid this morning. Bit of moisture in the air, to say that. I'm wearing my cream cargo worker man's pants that I bought from a shop. Don't know which shop. Mum's coming over this morning so I can put a buttonhole in her friend's skirt that she's gifting to another friend of hers. Totally out of the realm of Mum's friends to do that. A very clever woman, but and Mum's stuff is all still packed up, so I've got my little trusty machine out. I've been outside tidying the yard so it doesn't look like a tip, because that's what it looked like when I went out this morning. I believe Mr. Gibbs said that he was going to tidy it. I must have been hearing things, because in a space of 20 minutes, it doesn't look like a tip now, except for out there where my portaloo is. Yep. A workshop. 1, 2, 3 sheds and a little inbuilt shed on site here, and yeah. Anyway, enough of that negativity for the morning. I'm just a little bit brassed off, as one would say. I do get tired when new clients come here and see that. But back now. No idea what I'm making today. Just in case you were going to ask me. No idea. Haven't got the faintest. No foggy. I'll pluck something out. And due to the fact that I'm home alone today, I can stay up as late as I want, which means I can stay in here as late as I want. However, I do use my computer to upload my stuff and edit it. What am I thinking? I downloaded something this morning. Well, I bought something online this morning, and I need to get a computer or an iPad or something to open it properly, because I didn't want to open on my phone, so I couldn't print it. Glad you guys like the Christmas tree napkins. They're pretty funky. And again, another huge shout out to my friend. Just putting my stuff away. I'm just tidying as I go. Well, it's not very tidy in here at all. I don't think I've ever seen the studio this messy unless I was doing something with glitter. And I avoid those jobs now. Glitter and fluff. Well, there was that one time that Chris and I tried to fill the beanbag in here. Well, that was a whole heap of white balls flying everywhere. Crazy. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So I just wanted to say hi. Welcome back, all of the lovelies that have been watching me and have watched me in the past. And welcome if you're new. If you're, probably today's not a good day to go off. No, seriously, if you're keen to stay, please hit the subscribe button and do the thumbs up and like it. Gives me something more on the meter board. I don't know. But if you like it, hey, let me know, because then I know I'm not just talking nonsense to people who don't want to hear it. Always good to know that you're happy with the content. Because as a few of us have said before, we're just talking into our phones, staring at a little green button. I'm hoping people out there are enjoying the content we put out. So if you do enjoy the content, no matter who you're watching, give them a thumbs up. It's all about the nice ones, Stu. Right, so I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to turn you off and see what I can produce for you guys today. I'm a bit less Groucho Mark. Just a bit less. It'll fade in time. I think it pops my blue eyes. Oh, which reminds me, I've not put mascara on. I'm going to go upstairs and put some mascara on. I'll be back before you know it. I don't know why I do that every time. I just see myself, I guess. Good afternoon. I'm back. So what seems like to you a roll of a funky little edit scroll over was a few hours. It's 1:34. Mum came just before 10. We had a cup of tea and I sort of said to her I was unsure of what my business was going to carry out today, and she came up with an idea of a little apron that she had since she was married, so before she was married. So this ties to the sides normally, but apparently, oh, it doesn't. It has a loop. So this must go through the loop here. I don't know how that would work for me. I would put 2 ties there. Right, so this is an apron. It's got 2 pockets. It's not that long. I thought when Mum was explaining it, it was longer. I actually do remember Mum wearing it as a child. Not Mum as a child, but me as the child. So it's only, what, 20 years old, because I'm only in my 20s. So there's the pockets. I think it's meant to tie at both sides. And goes down the back. So it's just over the head. I'm going to shaka khan it and make the shaka khan. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. So probably about, yeah, a bit bigger. But it's really good all-rounder for when you're, what did Mum say, when you're cooking, really cooking in the kitchen. Well, that's where you cook. I made fun of her, but you know, she's used to me making fun of her. So that was her plan. So her idea. It is finished. Oh, this poor thing has lived its little life. Look at that. It has bias, a very small bias edging around it, which Mum said you could do one of 2 ways. You could finish it with bias, or you could roll hem it. I'm going to finish it with bias because I've got a bias machine, and what's the point of having one if you're not going to make it, right? So I'm going to go and make a pattern for this. I'm going to move some stuff out of my way, and I will make me an apron. And you know what? I'll make me a Christmas apron. So it will be for Christmas time. Christmas, what is that pocket for? What is that? What does that do? Oh, it's got darts. It'd be all right if I'll see. I think I'll definitely make it a bit, yeah. Beautiful. Darts around night. Actually, to be fair, yeah. So I'm going to make it a bit bigger, and so that, trust me, when I cook, sometimes I get really messy. So I'll get that sorted now. Just quickly, you can see that it is 2 of the same. Okay, so possibly you could do it by cutting 2. I've been outside until just now when I got home, and oh, that's definitely not even. Oh, well, I'll make it so it is. And yeah. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna make a pattern. Okay, so I've laid down half. You can see that it actually is not made very well. Sorry, Mum. I know you love it. So I'm going to make it roughly 3 centimeters bigger all round. I'm going to take the bottom layer because it's the one that sticks out the most. And I'm just going around, just giving it a little bit of 3 centimeter love. So then I'd come around. So with the 3 centimeters, I'm actually giving it a growth of 6 centimeters each side, which is 6 centimeters front and back, yes. Okay, so that's a fair whack of distance to go around you. It's not meant to cover you right up, is it? So, so I'm going to go around there and just make up this pattern. Then I'll cut it out and find some fabric. Therein lies the problem, finding the fabric.
Call it a day. My lesson that I have learned for today is if at first you...
I just had to pause speaks. Right. Whew. So I've had lunch. I had a salad wrap. And I have come to the... when I got home from being with Mum for a few hours, all I could smell was petrol around the house. And it was making me really nervous due to the fact that Chris is away. And so we got cameras up the wahoo here. So if anyone tries to break in, well then, this is the man who broke in, sir. So that we would know. So I sort of said to him, I can smell fuel, I can smell fuel. He jumped on the cameras, he had a look. He did see the dogs get scared at one stage when something flew off the back of the flat deck truck. I knew it was going to fly off. I knew when I put it there, I said, it's going to fly off. But you know what? I kept it there because I was sick of it where it was. Anyway, so we found out what it was. Long story. Don't overfill your car with fuel. Not my car, not my car. Not my car, not my car. So I've got my front, my back, my three pieces. I've got my fold pocket here. So I'm going to cut one back, one front, and I'm going to cut a pocket. Now I am going to do bias. I think I said that before. I'm going to do bias binding because I like bias binding and I think it's going to finish it off lovely. And I do not have a pattern piece for the actual belt ties, but I will get them sorted because I'll just, excuse me, it's my salad. What you might want to know. I'll just basically do that and fold it down into four and make little ties out of it. Now, like I said, to go and find the fabric I'm going to use. Mum suggested a Christmas one. Go figure. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Wonder if you can riddle me this. Right. Why is it? Why do we wear aprons? We wear aprons to do what? Protect our clothing. Yeah, that's why we have aprons. That's why you wear dust coats, aprons, you know, all that thing. Yeah. It's to save our clothes, right? Oh, that's really... That ain't straight, Stacey. That's not how you make porridge. So riddle me this. Why are most aprons white? Light pink? Light blue? Why are they? Why are they? Why are they dark, black, silver dark grey, kind of colourish? Why are they not that? Have you riddled me that answer? Because I tell you something, my apron's upstairs are disgustingly stained. And I do soak them every now and then, like, you know, I wash them, and then I go, yeah, okay, enough's enough, Stacey. Chuck it in some nappy sand, love. Do you suck it a sieve? But, you know, cover, why? So, the fact that I'm using all fabrics that were in store, my store, for this, I need to say why. Why are they? I'm making a red one. Oh. Red. I'm making a red one. Because I can. But just go. I want you to go away and ponder that. Why are aprons white? Cream, light blue, light pink. Oh yeah, sure, they look pretty. But if you cook them properly, that's pretty. It's going to last 5 seconds when you get your turmeric powder all over it. You get stuff all over it. Stuff. Yeah, stuff all over it. Yep. I tell you. Just thought I'd ask. Have you got your answers ready? Okay, I've just changed the thread on the overlocker to red. And I am, because I wanted to use up that fabric that I used with the napkins yesterday, I have decided, I'm just going to mark this, I decided that I was going to use it. And it would seem that it is just a little bit too small for what I want it to be, what I want it to do. So you can see here, here's the pattern. Now just a little bit too small. I've got an idea. Don't leave, I've got an idea that will help me through. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm unpinning this, and I've marked already the front and the back because, I don't know, they're exactly the same shape, but either way, whether I turn it left or right. But I am going to, I've marked the wrong sides. Get my nails done on Saturday. Cannot come faster enough. Right, get them short to little baby, little finger length, eh? Whew. I can do it here myself, but why would I, right? Anyway, I'm going to sew the shoulders, overlock the shoulders together. I'll do it together. I might pop it back on and top stitch the shoulder seam to the back of the apron. And then what I'll do is I will make my pocket up. I do need to, before I attach it, I need to make some bias to go on it. So right sides together, feet together, jump. Anyone in the military will understand what I just said. Right, so I am going to go and overlock that just at the shoulder seams. That basically should be the only raw seams seen within the entire apron. Okay, if I know what I'm doing. Do I know what I'm doing? So I'm just sitting here, I'm changing my thread from red to black because black is the colour of the bias that I have. So triple bias, it was in my stock. I didn't have to make any, and I was just thought if I put red on, it was going to get lost in translation because, well, the main fabric's red and the accents are red, so I thought, oh, black would just shape it. Right, so I need to do that. So pretty much everything that's sewn is sewn. Done the shoulders, top stitched the shoulders, and I made a pocket out of a bit of the scraps that I had. Let me show you. So instead of cutting a elf in half, I put a red around it, so the top of the pocket will be red. I know it sort of blends, but I am doing all this from stock I have. Blue or black? Dusty is what that is. Oh, could be black. That's so blue. It's so blue, it's not funny. Let's put it back with the blues, shall we? Idiot. Oh, 1, 2, 3 blacks. Right, that's a blue. That's a black. Goodness gracious, Stacey Joanne. I have no idea what that is. Right, so I'll pop that black on there. So the only other thing I need to do, and it's not attached behind the bias, is the ties that go at the waist-ish area. And so that's the only other part that needs sewing on, so I can change back to red when I do that. Which is no problem because it's sewn on after everything else. Oh, that's not wanting to go in there. I'll come back out. There we go. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Sorry, what I was going to say is I'm going to sew the bias on here. I'm going to attach this to the front panel with a basting stitch, and then I'm going to just sew the bias all the way around the entire apron. Pray that I have enough bias, that is, because you need a fair whack of that stuff to do this. Right, bias, here we go. Now that I've done that, I've changed back to black thread again. So I've just basted it all on and up the centre. Okay, and I have changed my thread back to black because I have partially sewn on the bias around the neckline, and I am going to stick that down now. I'm actually doing a very fine top stitch on that. I'm not doing a gutter stitch. Ditch. Mine's in the gutter, the thread's in the ditch. Right. So I'm just going to do a quick whip around, and then I'm going to start on the bias on the outside all the way around, and then I'll work on the ties, and then along came Jones. Okay, let's go. Going to make the ties nice and easy. I've folded the fabric in 4. I'm just lining it up. I'll put you down here to see. Oh, that's not straight. Right, so I'm just lining it up with my ruler. Going to trim off the fat, and I am going to, I hate being left-handed sometimes, so I just mark it, So mark it there and there. Come over here. And you can do anything. If you had a ribbon you wanted to use a ribbon. Oops, that's a drunk piece of ruler. You could use bias binding. I think we all just see my bias binding around and around and around and around. Put another mark here because I want 2 of them, and each one of them I'll just do as one strip, and then I'll cut it in half. I'll make one end nice and neat, or both ends nice and neat, cut it in half, and that half that is raw will go onto the actual apron and be sewn on top of each other. There's a reason I don't ask, because it's in the groove. In the groove, and you make a mistake. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it all comes together, baby. Right, so what I'm going to do is, you can do it one of two ways. You can make a tube. Okay, you can make a tube and turn it in the right way. And then you iron it flat. Or you can do the fold in like a bias and fold on top. That, of course, makes it quarter of what it was if you had done the fold in half. What do you reckon I should do? Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Okay, I'm going to go and change my thread back to red and do this all in half. Okay, and I have a little tool. I'll show my mum. Mum said, oh, you should see what Rowan had. So yeah, I got one, Mum. Oh, I've got the, oops. Sorry, I didn't have the thing. I was locked in properly. Okay, right, be back. Just doing my thread. I think I've changed it 4 times now. 5 times. But it does make a difference when you have it all matching and looking pretty. Pretty, pretty. That's what I say. Okay, I have, sorry, I have that. Oh, this little thing here is going a bit mental. Swap my bobbins over. I'll see you on the other side. What I've just done is I have turned these in the right way. I have, what are they called? Iron them. What is it called? I've ironed it, and I have put each end, there's an end that has been sewn and is sealed. Okay, they've all been sewn, top stitched. What is that one doing? That's not even. Right, let's try that one again for here. And then what I've done is I've marked where I want the, I'm just keeping an eye out on all the noises out there. It's what's the time? It's, oh shivers, it's 6 o'clock. Okay. So these are the ends that are actually, and they should be even, exactly the same size. So what I'm going to do is, I've made a mark, it's 4 centimeters above the pocket, and I'm going to fold it under, and I will sew it right there. Okay, so just fold it under a little bit, so I think it's about 1 centimeter. And the actual width of the measurement of the length of the ties is half the width of the fabric, so which I believe was a 150, so I think that's 75 centimeters each. So again, fold it under a centimeter, place it in line with the black. Did I really do that? Okay, so I'm going to put it below the 4 centimeter mark, and then I'll change the first one to that too. So you'll see the line is there above it. And it's there above it. Can you guys hear that blowing? I can. Swear to God. Sounds as loud as my dryer when my dryer was having its hissy. So I've got a new dryer, as you guys are aware. And the filter bag, or the filter flap that shuts down, you know, you flick it open and shut. It's in the front. It's the second filter. It sticks out a bit. It doesn't sit flush to the machine. The rest does, but that one corner doesn't. I just like to make sure when I do things like this that I get the other side and match it up. I'm happy with that. Gotta be happy with that. And then the last one. Just there. And I'm going to stitch them on. I'll probably go around, 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 and down the front there. I probably will. Might change halfway through. Let's have a look. Okie dokie. Oh, these things keep lifting up. I'm just going to lock my little legs in. Can you see me? Right, that one's in. Right, the proof is in the pudding. I knew I'd do it differently to what I said I was going to do. I did this kind of stitching around. Just one leg down in the middle. Okay, so the proof's in the pudding. Shall I try it on? Let's try it on. Let's put it in the right way. I feel like a stop and go person. Okay, you stand there. I'll go over here. There you go. Tied up there. So when you lean forward, it stays there. It's up here nice and high. I scooped the neck a little bit lower, and I added 1 centimeter to the shoulders. Yeah, and scooped the neck down lower, which gives the shoulders a bit more. Not saying I'm shouldery, but there you go. Ta-da! That's the apron. I might do a twirly whirly in it. Twirly whirly. All right, guys, I hope you had fun today. I hope you had a good day. And if it's not today yet, but it's your soon to be today, if it's your 6 o'clock in the morning, I want you to stay well, dry and warm. I want you to keep cool. Keep on sewing. Oh, that's what I haven't done today. Have no regrets and stay hydrated. I have not had no hydration. No wonder I'm feeling like a little raisin. Right. So thanks guys, thanks heaps for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you think it was a pretty cool idea of Mum's for me to make. Let's see what tomorrow brings. I might spend the evening going, what am I making? I actually downloaded a pattern for something today, so I might find out where I can actually print it off and might make that in denim tomorrow. I have some denim. Oh, I have all that denim around the other side, you know, Victoria's old clothes and my old clothes. That's denim. Okay guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Bye.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy